Hey there, you filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of Porta-Patty. This is a segment of the GTM show where we like to check out frozen and refrigerated sandwiches and burgers. And as promised, we were going to start to incorporate some frozen and refrigerated burritos into the mix too, to kind of broaden the variety of the show. And so here we go, boom shakalaka. Going to start off with the basics, not Patillo. We're going to step it up one above that, but this is the Monterey XXL Spicy Beef and Bean Burrito. So this is the package you're looking for if you're looking for this in stores. Don't go looking for this in the frozen food section. You're going to find this refrigerated in, say, like a deli case or a meat case, something like that. Probably around some area where in the grocery store they'll be making sub sandwiches and selling like pre-made sides like mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. So right off the bat, pretty long. And I think I've seen these at like 7-Eleven and a few other places also. So it's not just grocery stores. You can find this in other places. Just we happened to pick this one up at a grocery store. Yeah, spicy red hot beef and bean, textured vegetable protein added. Not quite sure what they got going on there. Yeah, definitely extra long, extra large. It's twice the size of, say, the Patillo burritos that you would get for like 2 for $1 or whatever at the grocery store. What do we got for cooking instructions here? We got microwave 1 minute 30 seconds if thawed, and this was thawed because we bought this at a grocery store. If it was frozen, we'd be nuking it for 3 minutes straight. Let product stand for 1 minute before eating. Like I said, it was refrigerated when we scooped it, so we're going to be cooking it for the minute and a half. And it says we're supposed to crack open one end of the package and microwave it in the plastic bag. So we were able to remove it so we could take a peek at it real quick. You see, just tortilla, nothing else to see here. Just like a bit longer Patillo burrito, that's all. Alright, so let's slip it back in its sleeve here. I'm gonna go throw this in the microwave for a minute and a half. We'll be right back, see what we got. Stick around. Alright guys, we're back. We've got our finished product out of the microwave, completely steaming hot. You can see at the end there, it's frosted up. Can't see inside the plastic wrapper anymore. There's so much steam going on. And I gotta be honest with you, it smells exactly like the 2 for $1 Patillo burritos that you would get at the grocery store. Exactly like it. Let's rip this open and get this thing out of its wrapper. And boom. There you go. We do have a breach in the side right there. You know, now that it's hot and steamy, this is very soft. You can't really handle it very well in this state, as it is kind of soft and sloppy, especially with a crack in the side. But all of these frozen and refrigerated burritos, they all seem to do that no matter what. Let's crack it in half. Take a look at the cross section on this bad boy. Alright, we've chopped it in half. Here's a good look at the inside. You can see it's completely loaded with beef protein product, or whatever it was they said. We also got the beans and stuff going on there. So yeah, lots of protein going on. Scalding hot, burning my fingers. And this is supposed to be the spicy red hot beef and bean burrito. I'm going to take a little nab at this and see what we got going on. Here we go. The Monterey XXL Spicy Hot Burrito. Alright, yeah, it's very similar to the 2 for $1 burritos that you can scoop up at your local grocery store. Very similar. And there is a slight spice to it. I've taken 2 bites off of this, and there's like a little tingle on my tongue, the back of the roof of my mouth. Yeah, this is by no means super spicy at all. It's mildly spicy. Now the beef and the beans, you can taste them both separately in there, and most of your spice is coming from that beef mixture, and the beans are there just kind of smooth it out. That's the mellowing agent in this, is the beans. If the beans weren't there, it might have kicked up the heat at least one notch and made it a little bit more spicy. But yeah, they're there kind of policing and holding back everything. As you can see on the close-up shot that I showed you of the cross section, the beef is ground up real fine. Like if you were making this at home, you probably wouldn't grind up your beef for your burritos as thin and fine as this. You know, it's really getting into almost like pate texture. They grind it down so fine. The beans are whole though. When you hit those, I mean, it's actual whole beans that you're like biting into and chewing up. So they haven't gone with like refried bean or anything like that here. We're dealing with real beans. A bit more substantial than the 2 for $1 burritos. You know, it is way bigger, but it costs more too. This is going to cost you, you know, over $1, like $1.50, closer to $2 for something like this when you find it. Overall, it's not bad. Like I say, it's better than the 2 for $1 ones, just slightly though, not much. There's like 2 versions of this. There's a mild one that comes in like a green package, which is just regular spice, and then the extra spicy one here, the red hot, whatever. This one comes in the red package as you saw, but yeah, completely misses on all that. Yeah, I've hit it a couple more times just now, and it's just not spicy at all. It's not getting there. What we do have though is Taco Bell's Diablo sauce. Let's throw some of that on there and see if we can kick it up a notch. I have had this before. I don't think it's the hottest sauce that Taco Bell has. I think the fire is slightly hotter than this. I don't know what they were trying to pull with this, but this still has a little bit of heat to it. So let's throw that on there because this thing is really starting off with, we'll just say, no heat at all. Alright, here we go. Diablo sauce. Alright, there you go. There's the burn we were looking for. Adding the Diablo sauce to it brought it up to what I expected it to be right out of the wrapper without anything on it at all. All in all, we really shouldn't have had to have done that to add heat to it, to add more flavor to it, or any kind of levels of spiciness. It's a big filling burrito, but it's just not exactly what they advertised it as. I'm going to have to let this ride out of town with a high 3. There you have it, guys. It was the XXL spicy, hot and spicy burrito from El Monterey. Find it in your refrigerated section. If you had this already, let us know what you think. Leave us a message down in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here and go have a rotten day.